Dream Team? It's your boy Neal back with another reaction video, guys. Here we are with which sport is tougher, rugby league or American football? NRL versus NFL. I'm gonna be honest, I done seen some pretty crucial hits in American football. I've seen pure savagery, but with saying that, it's got to be rugby league if you ask me, because these guys are out here non-stop. They got to play offense and defense, 40-minute halves non-stop, and then there's no protection, no pads, no helmets, no you're you just out there exposed. And so I just can't see. I love NFL athletes, love, absolutely incredible, but I can't see the NFL being a tougher sport than rugby. When teams start running a hurry up offense in the NFL, you start seeing so many people get tired. You got to switch people out very quickly. But in the NRL, nah, they ain't gonna stay out there that whole time, dog. That's so we gonna see what the video say, but that's where I'm standing on.
12 of 19 in this half.
Oh my goodness!
Gets it on down to ball.
Yeah!
In this video, we will be discussing and comparing the toughness of two of the most physically demanding sports outside of combat sport.
Rugby is a tough sport, man.
Rugby league and American football. Specifically, we will be comparing the NRL competition in Australia to the NFL in the US.
What do you reckon a tougher game is?
Both sports require a high level of skill, athleticism, and endurance. But which one is tougher? Let's find out.
Let's do it.
Rugby league and American football are both very physical full-contact sports that are played with a ball and involve two teams trying to score points. However, there are some key differences between the two sports. First, let's take a look at the NRL. This sport, formerly known as rugby league, originated from England and is played by two teams of 13 players. The game is played on a field that is slightly larger than a soccer field and is divided into two 40-minute halves. What makes the NRL so tough is the physicality and pace of the game. Players are constantly hitting each other at high speeds and must be able to take and deliver hard hits.
Oh, soaked right in his tracks.
That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what it's called when you run into an immovable object, dog. That Joker ran into a brick wall. He ran right into a brick wall. I gotta agree with KSI on this one.
We are here with NFL superstar and Detroit Lions running back Reggie Bush. Are you surprised about those hit-ups and the lack of protective gear?
I mean, I know enough about rugby league to know how physical it is, so I'm not surprised, but to see it in person is different than watching on TV. It hurts to watch. It hurts me to watch.
Yeah.
The game also requires a high level of...
Reggie sitting there like, nah, dog. He's like, yeah, my sport is tough, the NFL, but this sport right here, dog, yeah, this sport is nuts. This sport is crazy. I couldn't do this one. I can do the NFL. And I remember Reggie taking that sickening hit. It was a sickening hit. But he probably still like, I'd rather take that hit multiple times and step out on the field in rugby league.
Of endurance, as players must be able to maintain their stamina under fatigue for the full 80-minute match, which seems like an eternity compared to the...
No. That man was folded like a pretzel. Jesus. I saw his soul leave the screen, dog. I literally saw it leave the screen.
Be able to maintain their stamina under fatigue for the full 80-minute match, which seems like an eternity compared to the NFL. Now, let's take a look at the NFL.
Oh, so nice.
This sport, also known as American football, is a full-contact sport played by two teams of 11 players. The game is played on a field that is 100 yards long and is divided into four 15-minute quarters. What makes the NFL so tough is the explosiveness, speed, and agility required to play the game. Players must be able to outmaneuver their opponents and make quick, precise movements.
You got to be explosive. You got to be very agile. You got to have a really good vision, like he has. So all those same things that Jared has, man. I think he'll be able to play in the NFL.
NFL players are some of the largest and strongest athletes in the world, and the sport is known for its high-impact tackles and physical play. The game also requires a high level of endurance, not as much as what we'd observe in the NRL, but players must be able to maintain their stamina for the full 60-minute match. So, which sport is tougher?
NRL.
Many make the argument the NRL is tougher because the players don't use helmets, pads, and layers of protective gear.
I look at American football, I'm like, take off the fucking helmets. What's up with the shoulder pads?
But on the flip side,
keep them on, dog. Keep them on. I assume he's gonna say on the flip side they can be used as like weapons. You feel me? Like helmets, pads, like that could hurt. No, you feel me? Getting hit with that more so than just a shoulder, but still, I feel like NRL is still just much more dangerous. Even though I've seen very nasty hits in the NFL. But I watch NRL highlights and I'm just like, Jesus. That's the only word I could think of, Jesus.
I mean the NFL is the tougher sport because the players don't hold back and go at it 1,000%, with zero care of self-preservation increasing the chances of whiplash and head injuries.
If you talked about contact, there could be an argument that NFL is tougher because they have those pads on so they think, well, they don't get as hurt when they fucking driving with their heads in that.
Take bare knuckle boxing, for instance. Fighters pull their punches to a degree to avoid breaking any bones in their hands, while in regular boxing, the padding in the gloves protects the fighter's hands, resulting in harder blows and the higher likeliness of concussions to occur. Does this mean the NFL is tougher because of the higher chances of serious bodily harm? Or is the NRL the tougher sport because of the lack of protective gear?
So I was training at MMA and having a couple of fights while I was playing rugby league.
Well, I would imagine that just the sheer tenacity and cardio that you would get from rugby. Rugby is a tough fucking sport. Yeah. I mean, that's what I think Americans should play.
Rugby, in my opinion, sacrilege. People will say sacrilege. It's just inherently more badass than football. Yeah. Okay.
Well, there's no question.
This pad thing is ridiculous.
The argument is NFL actually suffer more from CTE because you've got blokes flying out of nowhere and their brain is going crazy everywhere. Whereas NRL at least has the protection of I don't want to cut myself. I don't want to be head-on-head clash.
I guess that is true. I guess they tackle with better technique. You feel me? They're gonna come hit you with the shoulder. They tackle properly due to more chance of getting injured if they don't tackle properly. Whereas I guess in the NFL, I feel like they tackle with very good technique as well, but you're more so gonna want to fly faster or hit them harder because you do have the pads and the helmet and things to protect you. And so I can see, more chance, like he said, CTE, more chance of that in the NFL. So I see that point too.
Them flying at each other head first, that doesn't make them tough, that makes them lunatics.
Whoever you agree with, both the NRL and the NFL are incredibly physically demanding and require a high level of skill, athleticism, and endurance. Both codes should be given the respect they deserve regardless of which sporting competition you're a fan of.
Agreed.
Let me know which of the two sports you think is the toughest in the comments. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more videos like this.
Yeah, I still think it's got to be the NRL because of that freaking, the stamina that you have to have. And it's not like, hey, everybody, like, I'm sure there may be some positions that, like, certain guys do certain things, but it's like you have to play both sides of the ball, 40-minute halves. You don't get a little 40-second break in between each play. You got to go nonstop. And that fatigue is just going to continuously build up, which can also lead to more risk of injury. Even though, like they said, NFL, with the pads and the helmets and everything, you're more likely to, I guess, try to hit them harder. You're not as worried about technique because you have more protection. So that can lead to bigger or a higher risk of injury as well. But yeah, if you ask me, I'm going to just go with the NRL because that no protection, there's no way. Like, I've seen the hits, I've seen it all. And the athletes are just, oh my God. Their legs are the size of me. That's all we got. Make sure you subscribe, ring notification bell, get a video a thumbs up so it gets suggested. It's your boy Neal, out.